Alright, good morning and welcome to another Bowman Web Services.com video. Alright, today's video is about building this page on Bowman Web Services, and this page is really about a local company that I built, a handyman company. We started talking about it in the previous video. Let me just lay it out a little bit more for you. This site is going to be thomasbowmanhandyman.com. It is a contractor service that a handyman service out of Daytona Beach or Port Orange or South Daytona, right, Florida. Right, this original site was based out of Denver, and really there's a separate site called Small Jobs Denver. It's still active, but the phone numbers have been taken off of it because I'm not running it in Denver, and I kind of just used really its picture boards. Like I have a Pinterest picture board and a bunch of videos that I used to rank that company, and so we're going to dive into how to make videos and stuff like that in another video. This one here is really going to be about looking at this one page. I wanted you to really consider how it is that you take over search results. You know, in order to be king of the mountain, you've got to be like the go-to guy. You got to be the resource in your niche, in your area. It doesn't matter if somebody else is a resource or a niche, in their area, 50 miles away. You don't serve 50 miles away. Maybe you do. That's stupid. If you had enough work within 5 miles of your business, there you go. I mean, that just solves so many problems, doesn't it? Anyway, let's talk about it, right? So here's a site that website is Thomas Bowman Handyman, right? An internal page on that website that I'm trying to rank certain keyword phrases for would be around flooring, right? So Port Orange, Daytona Beach, South Daytona, flooring related projects. Now, there's a lot of types of flooring out there, so really I don't know what people are actually physically searching for, and when you get down into small search volumes, it's hard to find that kind of content. So you can go to different search tools like this one here, and so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to show you SpyFu, right? And then I'm going to show you Ubersuggest, right? So here's the actual website, and throughout this whole thing here, I'm going to show you that website. Then I'm going to show you the words that rank on that website currently from the little bit of work that I've already done. I threw a whole bunch of stuff on the web. I see what Google does with it, where Google places me on the web, and what Google places me for. And then Google will actually tell me, these tools will tell me how strong it is, that little keyword phrase is, whether or not I even have a chance, right? Or if it's going to be real easy, like it's got to build a link, or just reinforce it with a little bit more content somewhere, right? Or share the post and get a couple shares on Facebook. It really probably wouldn't be much in a lot of cases. So I'm going to keep on going with that idea, and I'm going to actually show you the keyword phrases that I'm targeting. So like Daytona flooring, and the other one's actually going to be Port Orange, right? And so having this data here, this will tell me every variation around this phrase, right? So if I come down here, you're going to see some things are going to be probably not related, right? The number one thing that I want to point out is it's got to have a driver, right? A demographic driver like Port Orange, and then it's got to have a keyword or keyword phrase. Don't worry, it's not the virus. Ex-smoker. It's like early in the morning, 5 o'clock in the morning, 6 o'clock in the morning. Wow, it's late. I'm sleeping in. Actually, I've been up for an hour working on this thing here, setting it up. Alright, so you want to see where the money is? I'm going to show you right now. So, I built a page. Let's just look at it. Alright, real quick. This page here, all about luxury vinyl tile. Really, it's not about flooring per se, right? It's about a specific type of flooring. But Google's already kind of showed me up for just general flooring. And so apparently maybe luxury vinyl flooring doesn't get a whole heck of a lot of searches, but you know, maybe Daytona flooring does, right? So we're going to figure out that here right now, and then I'm going to make some adjustments to that page, and then I'm going to track this page over the next couple of months, and I'll show you what it does, right? Excuse me. So I built a whole bunch of, H1, H2, bit of content, linked back to my home page, and just built some content. So pictures off of Canva or Pixabay, right? You can pay for Canva, like $15 a month to have pictures, right? Professional pictures like this. That's not me, right? And I hate taking up that kind of floor. I have done that once, and then had to scrape that concrete here, that's what I want to install. I want to really get into this market. And luxury vinyl tile, you know, your average job is probably 1,000 to 2,000 square feet or more. So it's a good little niche to be in. And even if I'm just handing that off to subcontractors, it's a good niche to be in, right? And so I just put advantages, disadvantages, build a whole post here. You know, maybe there's, you know, I don't know how many words are here. You know, one second. I know. Select all. Let's take these here. Oh, we'll get to the point here in a second, guys. But it's interesting, you know, you need to know these little things. You know, how many words would it take? So right now, I got 905 words, 5,000 characters. Okay, so not a bad article. You know, 1,000 words is kick-ass. You know, and I can tell you that probably all my competitors, nobody's got a 900 word article. And if they do, once that 900 word article is going to jump way up. And here's why it's going to jump way up, right? Because now we know by throwing up this basic content that this is what we know. That page, and just that page, right? Oh, this is the home page. So that page is ranking at number 16 on Google. Now, it's probably ranking other places on Google too, but the best keyword phrase it's ranking for is Port Orange flooring, right? So now we're going to really dive into that. And then we're also going to take the Daytona Beach flooring thing, like I showed you before, and I'm going to really dive into different variations and other opportunities in and around Port Orange flooring, right? So here's another one. It's like sandalwood type of vinyl. Gets searched, right? So, Port Orange flooring. That version, that way, doesn't get much search volume, right? 20 a month. But these other ones, these are where all the search volume's coming from, right? And so, okay, so this is what we want to see here. Alright, so this is where the money is, guys. So now I come back to this article, right? And I start adding keyword phrases and maybe a couple more sections. And I address this right here, this keyword list right here. Alright, you can see that people are searching for floor factory outlet. So maybe I want to put here in this article, where do I get it? Floor factory outlet, right? Bada bing. They're pulling all that search traffic. I want to absolutely, when somebody types that into Google, I want to be the second search result. I want to be the installer that installs in and around this company, right? Because they're getting that search volume. I can take that. I can make that happen. That's an easy win right there. Now you can see people paying $3.13 to be there. I won't have to. Alright? So, other types of flooring stuff. Garage floor coatings, okay? Didn't really consider that, but that's more painting. But I guess it is flooring related, so I could actually take this flooring page and expand it from luxury vinyl tile to maybe all types of flooring, or just different types of flooring. Port Orange flooring contract. Yeah, so really I don't have it. The title of the page is not all just about luxury vinyl tile. It's about flooring in general. So I'll just kind of expand this top header so that it's not starting with luxury vinyl tile, but maybe it starts with just we install these types of flooring, and I'll put 3, 4, 5, 6 different things down, right? All right, so maybe it's not installing flooring, but it's dealing with aspects of flooring, right? For some reason now I could also build a separate page and try to separate this type of stuff, and I could actually try to do a painting page, and actually target garage floors specifically on its own page, right? There's all kinds of paints and surface stuff I could do videos on and go to different things and collect it. It wouldn't be that hard, although I really don't don't want to do that kind of work, right? So at the end of the day, I'm building all this pretty much for nothing, right? Unless I find some subcontractors that want to do this work. I'm just going to take the phone number off the website at some point. And that'll be that. Anyway, so you see all these different variations of ways, things that I can expand this article with, right? Sheet vinyl flooring, wow. Flooring Port Orange. See, flooring Port Orange, 70, right? And Port Orange flooring. So this version gets 20, and then the other version gets 70. Knowing that means that I gotta go in here and fix. So it doesn't. So it says flooring Port Orange, right? Change that title right there, and I should instantly bounce up on that, right? So there's another local company gets 70 things. They're like a supply thing, Speedway Flooring. I'd have to actually look them up, right? But again, I'm not going to do that right now. Let's see here. Floor cleaning. Flooring stores. I could just do a whole article on flooring stores, and then every one of those flooring stores are in this list somewhere, right? I would probably start to show up, in their search results when somebody searches for them specifically. Floor factory outlet. And again, you're looking for that Port Orange keyword phrase. Otherwise, it wouldn't be a good one. Now, in this case, we've set it up that way, right? Flooring store, Port Orange flooring. So, that gives you hopefully an idea of what I'm talking about here. This is a gold mine, alright? Because just by adding some of these keyword phrases, I'm going to double, triple, quadruple the traffic on this page. And then we're going to do this again, right? We're going to get another set of data in a month's time, and I'll be able to go in here and I'll tweak it again. So keep in mind, like a website, if somebody's going to build you a website, a five-page website, and they're just going to be like, it's done. No, it's not done. Honestly, if you're going to be king of the mountain, if you're going to be the resource in your niche, if you're going to be the guy that gets all the leads and all the work, you're going to have to do the work, right? And you have to constantly be building a website. You constantly be tweaking, constantly be adding to, and honestly, would you buy a bunch of chisels and beat the shit out of them and then just keep using them? No, you would sharpen them, or you'd throw them out and get new ones, right? Or something, right? Hopefully that was a poor analogy, I know. What can you do? It's early in the morning. But you get the idea, right? You can take over this thing. And so let's go into Daytona flooring. You can see that there's also a whole variation of different keyword phrases around that niche. And let's just see here. Floor jacks. Floor refinishing. That's a nice little one. Discount flooring. That's another one. So local installer. So you get the idea, right? As I go through here, I'm going to find endless little things that I can add to this, and it's hours worth of work. But you can see here is 432 different variations that page is actually pulling some form of data from, right? And so, there's a lot to do with floor jacks. Stores, Daytona Beach. So maybe I want to take that. I want to take this title here, where to get it, and I want to do like what local flooring stores are there in Daytona Beach or Port Orange, something like that, right? Bada bang, that covers a lot of these keyword phrases. And yeah, definitely I'm gonna look for the word jack in that article. Get rid of it. Let's exclude jack, huh? And so I can do that. I can actually exclude a whole bunch of different things that doesn't look right. Like, yeah, I don't know. How about plans? Get rid of that. So it's just kind of, I can go and I can actually squeeze this list down, right? Quite a bit. And there's a lot of junk in here, right? But it'll get cleaner and cleaner and cleaner, right? And you get the idea. Then I have an actual set of keyword phrases and words that I need to add to that article, and we'll just continue to build this landing page. Really, it's it's a landing page. So, all right. That all being said, I guess we can bounce back here for a second. I'm going to ignore that. It's some tools just don't update properly, and Neil's tool has been having some problems lately. So I don't think I trust that. But backlinks. Talk about telling you about backlinks. I really just I went out, I built some links, and you see here, right? This site started, we said like in 10, right? October 19th, and really it had nothing. November, January, right? 120 is when it first started getting its first bit of traffic. So it was 2 months old before it really did anything, and then I started building some links and other things. You can see that it just see how it went up. I just built some links and I did some social marketing, right? Okay, so, and this is what I did. I went out. I think I bought that one straight out. That's just your directory. And maybe it's not something you buy, but it's a directory. So these are directories. And so I listed there, and you can see that those are the two most powerful links on this website. My competitors don't want to know that. Yeah, guys. If you're a competitor of mine, go right ahead. If you think you can tussle with me, go buy a link. Go for it. Alright, so here's another one here. I did not build this one. But this one here has, so what you want to look at in a link is trust value and domain score, right? The higher these two are, the more valuable it is to you, obviously, and something that has nothing and has 30, right? Is like me punching you with a finger, right? Yeah, and so this, the higher this number gets, the more juice Google gives it. So and it doubles, triples, quadruples dramatically. So if you something like a 5, one link that's a 30 is like 10 or 20 times stronger than this. So I would need 20 or 30 or 40 or 50 of these to make one of these, right? So people that link build, they go out and they sell you a whole bunch of links. They're getting you a whole bunch of this shit. What do you need 5s and 12s for? 500 of these will make you look like you're spamming the web. I could buy a couple dozen links, and Google's never even going to question it because I'm not being ignorant about it, right? I'm staying within the realm of okay. And so in this particular thing, you're going to see that these links really aren't worth anything to me. It's a business listing that I didn't even buy it or anything. It just happened naturally because I've got content that I put up on the social networks and on YouTube and stuff. And so these things just they're scrapers. That's what they do. They go through the web and they scrape and they link the shit, right? These other ones are actually pretty good. I did not see what this one was. So let's click it and actually see the site itself and see that they actually created a profile for me. And probably something that I can claim, right? Claim and actually put, a little introduction on. Excuse me. So somewhere on here, there's probably like a way that I claim. I haven't figured that out yet, but we'll come back at some point if I really feel like it and check it out. So link Rooney, that's another one. It's a link thing, Not sure. I might have bought this one also. I might have paid like $30 to be in here. You can see this is just a directory. It's very specific to, I guess, Florida, right? And so what's this one? Marble House, handheld shower. Ooh, that's neat, huh? Some kind of something in it. So yeah, somewhere on this page, and this is what they did. It's got a 2 and a 12, and it's an image. that they're linking to me with. Shower head installation. So I'm curious as to. So somewhere they must have pulled like. So I told you I did the Pinterest thing, right? And they saved a whole bunch of stuff, and so somehow they took a picture of mine from somewhere and gave me some kind of credit for it. And it probably wasn't even my picture. It's just somewhere on here. One of these is. And I can't see the link that's down here, the driver, because of my picture. I just. It's like I need that there so I can see my pretty face and tell if, I look ugly or whatever this morning, but yeah, I wish they would let me drag that out of the way so I can see my shit. I'm gonna send them a note. But this is the greatest, screen recorder I've ever used, by the way, guys. Bandicam. Yeah. God, I love it. Absolutely love you guys. I'm gonna make a video about it. It's gonna go in the, it's gonna go over here somewhere in the Learn tab, right? Along with, how I'm doing my contact forms, which is not really this, right? I get a much better contact form thing going, which is actually through Zodabox, and it's this thing here, and so it keeps my site hopefully loading faster than if I had a whole bunch of contact forms and social widgets. Even the widget here, it's all hosted off-site through a secure thing that somebody else manages, and I pay, I don't know, 10 or 12, 15 bucks a month to have them manage and secure this for me, right? So I don't have to worry about it. And that's all kinds of stuff that I'll set up for you. So again, yeah, people will link to you over time, but you're gonna have to build your own links initially, because nobody will find your shit until Google puts it in front of somebody, right? And so yeah, all things to consider when you're building a page. But this page here, this page here, not that page. This page here, the one we were doing, Thomas Bowman flooring, Handyman flooring thing. That's the page that I'm going to pimp out, and we'll continue to talk about this one. Maybe I'll do one other page on the site, but since this is the one that was looking the best, this one and then that gutter page that gets 1,200 something searches. We're going to look at that here next. All right. Thanks for stopping by. BowmanWebServices.com. Learn how to dominate your local SEO market via content. All right. Hey, thanks for stopping by.